into the mic and see where it goes. Doing the dishes right now. They're going in the other room. It is Thursday right now. I don't know if it is when you're listening to this. Chances are it's not. But it is right now when I'm recording it. And I had a pretty slow moving day today. Other than the dishes, I didn't do too much. I did get out for a little bit. I went to the mall and I looked at some things. Ate some chicken wings. And it was a slow moving day. I woke up late because I worked late last night. So it was a little bit groggy, a little bit dragging my feet. That kind of day. It wasn't anything to really brag about. It was kind of a going through the motions type of day. Tomorrow is going to be somewhat similar, except I'm going to do some workouts and things like that. I've been getting some new success in a different training program that I've tried. I'm kind of going more towards the Mike Menser style of training, where I'm doing like less volume and just heavier weights, and I'm not training every day, and I'm just basically doing upper body, lower body, like basically a very beginner type of workout. And it's actually been quite effective getting the calories up and then just lifting heavier. It's pretty simple stuff. It's kind of, I don't really understand the whole concept behind a personal trainer. It's so easy and so accessible online now. You could even get like an AI chatbot and like put in like your diet, what you're doing, and then it'll tweak it for you. Like, I don't know how people are even making money doing that. It was actually a job that I wanted to do when I was younger, and I have the study book for I think it's called NASM or something, personal training certification. And it would be a good job if you could just kind of sit and hang out in the gym and then like casually talk to the people that come in, and then build a rapport with people, and then like they start paying you. Like, that would be great. But it's not really like that. It's more of like a pushy salesman type of like cold calling type job, and then you have to really convince them that like you're needed in their life to build their body, and that's a fallacy when there's so much free information online. So it's almost like a con being a personal trainer at this point, unless you're very high end. Like if you have like a university degree in like sports science, and then you're like actually working with like professional athletes, then it would be necessary. But the kind of the franchise gym personal trainer guy, like, really isn't actually needed. Maybe elderly people that don't know how to use the internet, so you could kind of coach and like support like elderly people, or maybe like handicapped people, be there for them, kind of almost like a care aide at the gym, and kind of like just show them like the reps you can do it. Like, that would be fine. Like, I could do that. But as a career as a whole, I don't see how people are even making money on that. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, if you're overweight, you need to eat less and work out more, and if you're underweight, it's the opposite. It's actually really simple. Like, it's not a mystery, and people know what healthy foods are for the most part. Like, you don't need a degree to know that eating cake isn't going to get you anywhere, and you don't need a degree to know that it takes effort to build a body. So I mean, but putting all that aside, the Mike Menser kind of thing, there is a bit of a caveat to what I just said, is different bodies do respond differently in different age groups, especially to different stimulus, and there is the negative and the positive and all that kind of stuff you can break down. And I think a lot of the people who believe in the really strict form are kind of ruining the chance to get a really heavy negative and to really burn out the muscle. I think to swing, like if you're doing a bicep curl, to swing the last ones and then go down slow, it's fine. I see so many people in the gym, they're doing like these very strict like form, and they're not really, I don't know what I'm even talking about, but kind of what I've been doing in the gym is just going all out for like short workouts, about 45 minutes to an hour, really heavy with the weights, and then I'm doing like the air bike at the end, and that's it. But I'm kind of talking nonsense and rambling, which is also the point of this video, because it's a Ramble ASMR video, so it actually works out. But I was just speaking gibberish for a little bit there. So other than the gym, and I don't know if I mentioned my work, there's a new middle manager there. I think I did mention this, but I don't need to go into it either way anyways. So the new middle manager guy, the workouts, I'm doing the dishes right now. Gas prices are crazy because of the war and all kinds of other stuff. But I was doing some kind of just kind of, I don't know, it's like the divorced dad night drive type thing. Just kind of listening to music and podcasts, even though gas is expensive. I just kind of, sometimes it's good to drive to clear your mind. It's better to walk, especially during the day, but it's still a little bit cold, and that's just kind of what I did. I don't know much else that happened this week. It was a pretty slow week, but there was like a moth infestation I had, and I had to kill a bunch of caterpillars and moths in my pantry. Well, not really pantry, cupboard, because I don't really have technically a pantry. But like all this old cereal I had to throw away and stuff, because there was like caterpillars in like quinoa and rice and stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, I threw it all away. I vacuumed it out. Sprayed it down with vinegar, and it seems good now, but it was kind of crazy and weird that happened. I have a dentist appointment next week. That'll be interesting. Dentist appointments are always good. Just to get out of the way, really. Just to keep your teeth clean, check it up, do a checkup, and then get out. I only do it once a year, and I've never really had any problems with my teeth at all. So things are relatively good right now. I'm kind of feeling like I don't know, like really bored going through the motions that I currently have. I feel like I need something new in my life. It's good that the spring and summer is coming now. I'm getting a bit older, but I bought a skateboard like 2 years ago or a year ago, and it was in the closet. I didn't use it last summer. I'm going to take it out and use it this spring and summer. I don't know if that's a midlife crisis or what that is, but I've just kind of grown tired with the same repetitions every week. And I think hitting the street and just kind of skateboarding around would be a nice change of pace for me. And it always feels freeing just to put your body in motion and do something like that. Like, I know my uncle bought a dirt bike and he's talking about that. And like he's an older guy and he just got divorced, so he bought a dirt bike, and that's kind of how he's dealing with it, I guess. But I don't have a divorce. chores, but I think my skateboard might be some sort of similar thing to his dirt bike thing. Like, you just need to feel freedom every now and again and put some wind on your face and get out and do something. Otherwise, you're just kind of stagnating and you're kind of just getting old and tired. And I don't want to sound depressive on this. It's a positive story because I'm going to be trying something new, and trying something new is always like an adventure. It's something exciting. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to right now, is the spring and the summer. Do the skateboarding, do the beach, continue the gym, working the job that I have, making these videos. I had like this weird thing for like 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks. I didn't do it this week, but like the previous 2 weeks, where I was going to the casino a lot and I was losing money. And that was pretty bad. Like, I didn't lose a lot of money because I don't have a lot of money to lose in the first place. Although people do go in debt, obviously, with casinos, and they take out loans and spend their money on their credit card at casinos and all kinds of stuff, mortgage their house. But I was a lot safer than that, and I kind of felt myself getting a little bit addicted to it already, and now I'm not going back. Like, it's been a week. I lost not too much money. It was like $150 or $200 or something, and then I'm like, no, I'm good. Because it just, how quick it goes is the scary part. Is it could be like, 2 hands of poker. It could be like 1 roll of roulette and it's gone. Like, it literally can be like 10 seconds and you lost a day's pay or something in like 10 seconds. Like, it's not something I really want to mess around with right now. I'm not a huge UFC fan, but if you ever see Dana White, he's the president of UFC. Like, he spends like $2 million. Like he blows like $2 million a time at casinos. Like, he goes to casinos and he puts like $100,000 down, $200,000 down, and like he'll leave and he'll be like $2 or $3 million out. And it's like, I don't know how somebody could do that with money that they've earned. I guess Dana the money he earns is really passive, so it's not really the same as like somebody who's actually laboring for it. And it's kind of, I could get political with that and kind of be like, why is he not paying his employees and fighters more if that's where he's spending his money? And a lot of people do say that kind of stuff online about him. He's not a very popular character. But what can you do? I think there's a new UFC coming up soon. There's been 2 over the last couple weeks that were important. The Holloway one and then the Strickland one before that. And the Strickland one was Strickland was the underdog, and I was actually thinking that he was going to win, so I was going to place a sports bet at the casino on him, and I would have won that one, but I didn't. Which is another thing about gambling, is like the same thing as with the sports betting. I just said, like the roulette, like you can sit out a hand or something, and then you'll say, I should have went there, and then it goes there. It seems like every time that you want it to do something, it does the opposite, right? So you sit out and you would have won money, or you go in and then you lose. Like, it's stressful. It's not fun. It's obviously fun if you just go all in on red, and then red like hits, and then you double your money or whatever, and then you're like, you feel great, but it's a dangerous game. So I'm not really messing around with the casino anymore. I'm not a casino guy to begin with. I was just kind of feeling like, what do I do? Like, I'm kind of at this weird point in my life where I'm just kind of like, where do I go? What do I do? And I guess that's every day of everyone's life, but right now, like, I've been kind of like, this winter has been really long and dark for me, and it hasn't been a very cold winter, but like, I've just been wanting to like break through and do something different. Maybe like, I don't know, but the skateboarding will be something different. But anyways, yeah. What else happened today? Saw a dog, that was cool. I like dogs. Burp. Yeah, so the mall, the dishes, new manager. I don't like being managed. I don't like being micromanaged. I don't view a micromanager, a middle manager in like a job like what I have to be an actual position of authority. I think it's just some guy. And it's like, if they really want to be like a dick about something, it's just like, what the fuck? I'll just leave. Well, I guess you have to put up with it. You have to be an adult, but it's not an environment that's favoring workers right now, that's for sure. So I want to wrap this up pretty soon. I basically just said a bunch of life problems and rambles about nothing, which may be relaxing to some, may not be to others. But I didn't say anything that could get me canceled. That's a good thing, because I'm kind of wanting to say some crazy things. Not too crazy, not too crazy, but just, I missed the days of getting drunk and just saying stupid things. I've been sober for like 8 years. And I don't even think I really had a problem to begin with 8 years ago. I just would kind of day drink. I guess that is a problem, but it does give you kind of like a social lubricant to it. But people are, I feel like people are living like HRs watching them even when they're at home now. It seems like everyone's walking on glass type thing, like on eggshells, I guess the actual expression is walking on eggshells. And my other channel was demonetized because I posted a meme and talked about like a shooting, and they didn't like the meme. I don't know, but I wasn't even supporting it, but it is what it is. That channel would have been at a lot higher than what it is now if that didn't happen. And I guess I'm sounding like Uncle Rico or whatever, but when you have momentum and you lose it, it kind of does suck. So yeah, I don't know. I hope everyone else is doing good. I'm not doing bad. I'm just kind of isolated and waiting for the sun to come out in the summer right now, I suppose, if I'm going to be 100% real with everybody. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap this up in a couple minutes. We're at close to 19 now. I think I'm going to close it off at like 20. Maybe I'll go to 21 or 22. I don't have much else to say. I want to post on my other channels still too. I want to kind of just do more daytime videos on that channel. And maybe screw around a bit. Not be as serious or as political as I was like a couple years ago. And just kind of, just say some stupid shit. Like, just act like a drunk idiot, but be sober on the other channel. I think that would be good. Maybe get like some street interviews or something if I can manage to convince some poor idiot to have a street interview or whatever. I don't want to be doing like YouTube pranks or have those, a lot of this kind of streaming influencers type stuff that's like going on right now with like the glasses with like the camera like hidden and that kind of stuff. That's kind of stuff that like I played around with like a long time ago, and I always feel like a dick doing stuff like that. Because you're kind of messing with people well, you are messing with people when they're at work and like they're trying to feed themselves. It's kind of like, it doesn't feel good to do, but I might have to do it at some point because the job market is pretty bad and I need some money and I want to make some people laugh sometimes. And I don't know, I'm fucking all over the place rambling right now, but anyways, I hope everyone else is doing good. Closing remarks. Yeah, I saw my uncle a while ago. I might go to my nephew's judo tournament. Might see my sister soon. I got her like this thing that was on sale at the craft store. It was some grab box stuff. I have a grappling class tomorrow. It's like judo and wrestling. That's good. The guys there are good. The weekend I'm gonna get the skateboard out if it's warm enough. Maybe go to church. Maybe do some journaling. But yeah, just going through the motions and staying positive, and I hope everyone's doing good. So I'm gonna wrap this up right now. And forgive me if there are some lags in my thought process there, or if this was a little bit choppier of a video than usual. But anyways, I hope everyone's doing good, and peace out. Bye.